Daily 7, where we talk about sports, fashion, and everything in between. I'm your host, Infamous Missy. I got the guys with me today.
What's up, man? It's Ty.
What's up? What's up? It's Ray. It's Ray.
What's good, y'all? So, all right, let's get into it. Finally, we are at the mark. All right. Had the last games to play out that led to playoffs yesterday. Talk to me, Ty. The Chiefs, 17 to Ravens 10. Tell me how you feel.
Man, first of all, congratulations to Kansas. I got to give it up to them. They played a good game, you know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes taking them boys to the Super Bowl for the 4th time in 5 years. I mean,
That's crazy.
you got to give it to them. The boys playing ball. And then on top of that, I feel like, Kelsey had an outstanding game. He came out, he had 11 targets, 11 catches. I mean, then he also passed Jerry Rice for the most postseason receptions with 156 postseason receptions. So he passed his record. And when you think of a legend like Jerry Rice, just him alone and somebody passing his record, like, come on, man. Like, the man playing ball, you got to give it to him. So, I mean, overall, it was a good game. I felt like Lamar, he kind of started out slow. I thought he was going to get it together. I mean, he picked it up a little bit, but it just seemed like the team wasn't there. And, I mean, you got to give it to him. Andy Reid, he's a good coach.
Well, I was saying, what's crazy is, too, is that the Chiefs gave them the ball to start with, right?
Right.
And then also, why he catch his own ball?
Yeah,
man, that's that defense, bro. That was defense. They put defense on
ball.
Yeah, he definitely caught his own ball.
Life of me.
Right. I was cracking up. He caught his own ball. And then let me, hate to say it, but don't bet against Mahomes.
Man, you can't bet against Mahomes.
I think honestly,
he's the modern day Brady. You can't bet against him.
I don't even think that's the case, man, to be honest. It was a great game. It was some calls that were left on the field by the referee that was much obvious that they was holding at the end. And then it was some ball security issue with the pick that he threw. Wrong read, and then you had Zay Flowers with the fumble. That could have been a play where they could have got it tied up. Right. So it's in my point of view. I mean, I love Lamar Jackson, one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL, but he played like Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott in that first round of the playoffs.
There was definitely a lot of animosity.
It just wasn't. I don't know if he seemed too comfortable. In my point of view, I mean, the defense can only hold you for so long. I mean, at least it was a close scoring game, 17-10, right? So
in a time.
I mean,
I was saying there's a lot of animosity.
I ain't finna let you disrespect my boy Lamar like that, saying he played like Dak Prescott. The man ain't have. I mean, you ain't like he was turning the ball over, like he was throwing interceptions or something.
I ain't saying it like that. I just feel like he choked. And my point, from my end, compared to that, I mean, Dak Prescott missed the choke. Yeah, Dak. Dak choke. And then I mean, it is what it is, man. It is.
Did you catch before the game of Kelsey and Mahomes kicking the punter's helmet and hitting the ball out the way? Like, yo, they were starting stuff before the game even started. That's why I was saying, like, there was a lot of animosity on the field that day.
Man, they were just trying to set the tone, man. They was trying to come in and set the tone. Now, they was in Baltimore. They say Baltimore is, they the bad guys. They the hard-nosed team. So, I mean, and on top of that, I feel like his stuff was in their way, And I feel like it's football. Throw that shit in the stands. Throw it in the stands. Shit, it's football. I ain't care nothing about it. I ain't think it was. A lot of people were saying it was disrespectful. I ain't see no disrespect in it. It's football.
It's like if somebody hand you something or you move stuff. There's one. Look, respectfully, I could hand you your phone or I could throw your phone. I could move your stuff over or I could kick your stuff over, right? There's a level of respect there and how you handle certain situations.
Fuck all that. This a playoff game. Throw that shit in the stands.
On their home field, bruh.
Yeah, that
if they come with you ask for it.
That's just highly disrespectful. Highly disrespectful. And I think, honestly, just looking at just the Chiefs, and I ain't gonna take nothing from them before we move forward, but I feel like they the new Patriots. If I'm not, from my point of view, they the new Patriots.
So you saying Patrick Mahomes like Tom Brady?
He better than Tom Brady.
Okay, then.
And I ain't siding with him because he a brother, but he better than Tom Brady in my opinion.
I mean, look at how much he's accomplished in such a short amount of time and only been in the league for 5 years, right? He's only been in the league in 5 years, and he's already got so much accomplishment. So yes, he is on his way to being the next Tom Brady as a GOAT.
Name one top receiver that he had besides Tyreek Hill this year. You can take
this year
a receiver because Tom Brady had Gronk. He got Kelsey. Now name another receiver.
I mean, he got a great running back, man. He got Pacheco back up. I mean, Pacheco is a big key puzzle in that offense. Now you can't sit up and act like Pacheco ain't.
You got Falk that played for them. Tom Brady had running backs too. He had running backs too now.
For sure.
But did we know about Pacheco before Pacheco came to the Chiefs?
I mean,
we didn't.
I feel like Pacheco a good player overall. The man, you know how many times that man got the ball in the first half, bro? You watched the game with me.
Man, it don't matter. I'm saying, I feel like he better than Tom Brady. Well, if we compare right where he at now and where Tom Brady was at that time, I think that's a great comparison, especially with Andy Reid.
I could see him, surpassing, Tom Brady, but I can't just say he better than Tom Brady right now. So
okay. You just say you love Tom Brady.
All right, guys,
moving on.
Moving on, the Lions and the 49ers. Boy, was that a close game. The Lions thought
34.
Let me correct it. Gardner Johnson thought they were about to take it, talking about, thought it was over, bye-bye, whatever. We already know about their issue of Debo and CJ Gardner Johnson, with their beef going back and forth, trolling each other, talking shit. Yeah, we already know that history, and leading into it was even funnier to witness that day.
I felt like that was a really move on his behalf, doing the whole premature wave and bye-bye. The game ain't over with till it's 0-0, man. And the fat lady was saying...
They were up by how much?
21 to 7, right? 21-7?
They were 21-7 by halftime.
Right. And when I was on the flight, what's crazy, I had looked at my phone, I checked my Instagram, and then they was like 49ers eliminated. And I was like, what the hell? The game ain't even over. And then when I got off, the Lions no. It said no. Halftime, I don't know who posted it, but they said the 49ers was eliminated because it was 21-7. So I looked at my phone, I was confused because I was on the flight. And then I put my phone, I was like, damn, the Lions just won. And then I got off my flight, and then 49ers won the damn game. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
That's what they always say, though. The coaches always tell you it's always 4 quarters to a game. So
first and foremost, bro, I just want to say this. I want to say this before I get started. I'm a huge fan of Dan Campbell and how, he turned that organization around and how he got them going in the right direction. But
they had a really great year.
He made some questionable calls in that game. Not kicking field goals. I mean, he stopped running the ball. They had 21 carries for 148 yards in the first half with 3 touchdowns. He stopped running the ball. I mean, as a coach, he going to have to take some of the blame on that. But overall, I feel like it was a good game. I feel like Jared Goff played good. It was some drop passes. I can't put it all on the coach.
You know what happened, though? I feel like what happened is that's when the coaches become the player. He was once a player, so his mindset, instead of clicking into continue being a coach, he clicked into a player mindset probably. And like, instead of kicking the field goal, let me go for it. That's something that an active player would be thinking. But it always
he's been doing this all year. Yeah. Like, he been making questionable calls like that all year, going for it on 4th down. But to go to the Super Bowl, we win this game. We go to the Super Bowl. We need all the points we can get. We kick a field goal.
First Super Bowl, right?
First Super Bowl. Yeah, first Super Bowl. I don't know.
First Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But it was some drop passes too, man. I feel like Jared Goff did his thing. I was most sad for him because
He
he
did the
came
same.
out and he played. Yeah, he played a good season. You know, to be real, like he came out and he did everything he was supposed to do. You know, he was playing ball, and you got to look at all those drop passes. I'm talking about he putting the ball where it need to be. They dropping the ball. What it was like I think Josh Reynolds dropped the key pass that turned the game around. I mean, but who's to say if they would have made those field goals if they still would have won the game because defense wasn't stopping nothing. Like
Well,
49ers was doing what they wanted to do.
Consideration of the game being 31-34. What do we say in football? You say special teams win game and defense win games, right? So if they would have kicked those field goals, they only lost by how many points? Is it 31-34? That's 3 points. So if they would have kicked those field goals and made those field goals, they would have been either a tie game to overtime or they would have won.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a learning experience. But I think after the game, who was it? Backup quarterback Teddy Bridgewater said he's retiring. And then the coach said that was maybe the only time that they could have did what they did and made it to the Super Bowl. I don't think they got a chance. I think they gave the Detroit folks hope, and it's over with from now. I don't think they'll go back.
So that also debunks the speculation
I also
that
feel like I gotta give a lot of credit to the
teams are rigged every year.
Like I paid attention to the game. I paid attention to everybody's body language. You know, when they got down, I mean, you ain't see like nobody panic. Everybody was still alert and still calm. Like, hey, you know, we gonna get through this. And I gotta give him a lot of credit. I mean, especially Brock Purdy. I think he kind of came out and proved that he was bigger than just a game manager this game. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he played like an MVP candidate last night.
Game manager. He's still a game manager. I'm riding with Kim. He's still a game manager.
I feel like he's like an MVP candidate.
Until you win a Super Bowl, I ain't trying to hear that. He's still a game manager. He's a field general.
I mean, I feel like
the only way that they came back and won is because of that defense. And because of who? That running back. What's his name?
He had a pretty decent game, but you can't take away from Brock Purdy. I mean, you can't just say like the man just a game manager. This is his second year in the NFL, bro. Like, be for real.
Yeah, but he's still a field general. He generated the field very well. You say what?
What you say, Miss? I'm sorry.
Who you play with also matters. So, like, you're talking about having a veteran quarterback on the Lions with younger team, right? But then you also have a rookie or a sophomore quarterback, but you have a veteran team, right? That matters. Exactly. That dynamic matters on the field because the chemistry is different.
Right.
Facts. Okay, so for you to say this why I say he's more than just a game manager. For you to get down 21 points and be able to be in front of all those people and be able to maintain your composure, still make plays and not get down, because guess what? It could have got worse than that. He could have laid down and got shook when they got down, and it would have been worse than that. And I feel like he proved that he was bigger than the game manager.
He still got a defense, bro. Like that D line is fucking awesome, bro. Like you still got a defense. You got a linebacker that 57. I don't know his name. Great linebacker, been a great linebacker in the league for a long time. You still got a good defense, bro. You still got a running back, Christian McCaffrey, that can in a split second he gone. Split second and he's gone. He's stiff on my boy that was talking all this stuff too. By the way, that went by.
I saw it on the sideline.
Come on now,
Gardner Johnson. He caught one on. He caught one on. I seen.
Caught a quick one, but I mean, in my book, field general. He's a great field general. He ain't a playmaker in my book. He ain't showed me nothing yet. When he win a Super Bowl against Pat Mahomes, boy, then guess what? We'll talk then. Until then, he'll feel.
Y'all know that Christian McCaffrey and his father are the only father-son duo to go to the Super Bowl on the same team.
Same team.
Yeah. Same team.
That's dope. Was a little stocky dude back in the day too.
That's dope to be like, yeah, me and my dad, we did it for this team. That's dope. So I guess that debunks the speculation that the Super Bowl is always rigged. I don't know if you guys saw that like the logos represent who they're supposed gonna play at the Super Bowl. So obviously we all thought it was gonna be the Ravens and 49ers.
I thought it was gonna be the Ravens. I ain't gonna lie.
it became the Chiefs and the 49ers. You know, that's what in the past 5 years, that's a lot that they've both been in the Super Bowl at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they've never
And it's a
played.
lot of people that feel like they just tired of seeing the same thing. They tired of seeing the Chiefs go to the Super
I'm
Bowl. But
sorry, I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs at the play in the Super Bowl as well.
Yeah,
I
me
mean, it's
too.
been
I
a
mean,
while,
but listen,
but I remember when the 49ers played the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and I'm kind of tired of seeing the same people in the Super
see,
Bowl.
I'm an Alabama fan, and people say that about Alabama, saying they tired to see Alabama win. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to it. I feel like if you tired of seeing it, do something about it. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
we talk about like were people tired of Michael Jordan winning?
The of course you gotta do something about it. You gotta stop that man. You
That's
gotta
why they traded
stop that
him, right?
man.
That's why people got traded, right?
Oh,
Makes
look, the
sense.
Baltimore Ravens had an equal chance to go out there and stop Patrick Mahomes from going to the Super Bowl again. But hey, he going for the 4th time in 5 years again. So hey, they better tighten up. I mean, moving forward, Jim Harbaugh, you guys, he's now going to the Los Angeles Chargers. He leaving Michigan and he going to the Los Angeles Chargers. I mean, this is a big
So,
deal,
yeah,
especially, his record was 89-25, his career with the Michigan Wolverines. So, I mean, with that 3 years, the last 3 years, he was 40-3. I mean, just think about that. Like, I mean,
This
do
is.
it's
you?
a lot of coaches just
I feel like.
leaving.
No, we already had this conversation where like coaches moving around. It's the name of it is what it is. Like you said, they got families to feed too, so you got to go where money talks. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
money flowing.
You know
There
what
we
I'm saying?
go.
It is
For
what it is.
sure.
But how it, and we could have this conversation again, how it's going to affect these students, because obviously a lot of these kids commit to these schools based off of the coach, and it goes back to people work for people.
I
I
feel
mean,
like, go ahead, Ray.
you can do more, and I may be wrong, and I know it's a slim chance of a lot of kids making it to the NFL, but him as a coach, him being able to win as a coach in the NFL, and him being, I mean, in the NCAA versus him being a coach in the NFL, it can help get those kids there, right? So the same kids that he was coaching, he may have left them, but I'm pretty sure if he recruited them, he got a close eye watch on them, right? Like, okay, if
Absolutely.
a kid should go in the transfer portal, and they like, I don't want to play for Michigan no more because Coach Harbaugh is not there no more. He can always watch out for him and make sure, and him being able to be an NFL coach. NFL coach talks to NFL coach. Different organizations talk to different organizations, so
Right.
it's
His brother
still
coach for
exactly. So he can be like, hey, I can't get this kid. I can't sign him this year. I can't get him 5th round. I can't get him 7th round, but I can pick him up free agent. So he can dictate a few things a little bit more, and those same kids can still have the opportunity. Because all in all, when you're in college, you want to make it to the next level. Nowadays, maybe not so much because they making money like that, but majority of the kids want to go to the NFL. So I think it's a good thing.
I think it's deeper than money. I think y'all skipping the fact that, they got them allegations going on where he was doing some illegal stuff over there while he was with Michigan. And I feel like when he tried to do the whole I'll stay if I get immunity, I feel like, when that didn't get passed, he was like, you know what? I'm going to have to leave because it's going to come out. Whatever it was that he did is going to come out. And I hope they don't. And I don't know if there's a rule in place where, the NCAA can affect the NFL. But
Two different ball games. Can't do it.
yeah, so
yeah.
that was a smart move on his part. You got to think about it. He was getting ready to be the highest paid NCAA coach ever. So he was getting ready to get a big contract.
You said you taking away from business. That's still business because if he would have stayed, he wouldn't have got that contract, and neither way he would have been able to get those recruits to continue to win. So he took a business matter by saying, "Let me go ahead and run out. Let me go ahead and run off on the plug because if I stay with the plug and I already ran off on the plug, the plug ain't gonna supply me no more. So if he would have stayed at Michigan, guess what? He would have been just like." That contract wouldn't have been about nothing, and he wouldn't have got those recruits. Anytime a school or a university does have those things, allegations, and those do come to fruition and are true, they lose recruits, they lose scholarships, they lose bowl eligibility. So, I mean, it's business at the end of the day because I may lose with the Chargers my first year, which I hopefully he don't because my homie Gerald Everett, he gonna do his thing, and I'm glad he got a coach like that out there in LA. But I just think he still took a business route.
I mean, I felt like that was a great move. I felt like Los Angeles was the best team that was in the market right now. It's more put together, especially. I
Me and
think he was
LA.
going to go meet with Atlanta next, but he went head on and closed the deal with Los Angeles. So I feel like that'll be a good deal, especially with, I feel like that
Hollywood.
team is more put together. I feel like it's not going to be as much work, so I feel like that was a good deal.
All right, we get into fits.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, welcome to Infamous Fits. Let's break down the second to last outfit choices before Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie, everybody was pretty tough this season, this last day, this game yesterday.
They had
I
to
didn't.
come with it.
It's like, all right, Isaiah Pacheco and Geno Stone, who wore it better. Let me tell y'all something. Now this is why you do not shop and wear the outfit the same weekend, because more than likely somebody else sold you the same outfit. More than likely a sales associate sold somebody else the same outfit. Not hating on it all. It's a cool Namia's denim 2-piece fit. Obviously, Gino wore a Dior shirt with some Dior sneakers under it with a chrome heart hat. Pacheco has Rick Owens Montclair collab under. Unfortunately, this is like a 6 for both of them. Ain't nothing really pop off about it. It's very mannequin to me again. When you do this 2-piece and nothing really stands out to make it or differentiate the two because they look very similar. Nothing, I don't think this is a case of who wore it better. What y'all
Yeah.
think?
I mean, if I had to pick, I'd say Pacheco wore it better because I'm not a fan of. I don't think those B-22s look good with that outfit that
They don't.
he had. Yeah, that was not the shoe to go with. So
No.
I
What
have to get to Pacheco, but I'm not a fan of that outfit at all.
I give them both a 2 because they twins. We used to do in high school. We used to wear the same fit when Ralph Lauren was in
right.
like something like that. Like, what up,
But
twin? No.
this is why you do not buy the newest thing that weekend, because somebody else
Yeah.
gonna have it on. Somebody else gonna wear it. That's the worst. That's the worst, going somewhere and somebody out on the same thing you got on.
Let's see.
Who's next? Who's the victim?
I don't think this
Hey,
one.
Rashad been killing it, man.
Yeah,
So
That-
he got this etro leather jacket on. I wish you put a different picture. But yo, this jacket, the detail to it, fire. He kept it clean with some flare leg, straight boot cut leather pants with Lanvin boots, and these glasses. I think this is a clean fit. 9 out of
That
10.
man jackets be next level. He got some
yeah.
He did,
jackets.
He looked
yeah.
like Bryson Tiller.
If I could give y'all a tip, invest in your pieces. Invest in quality pieces, and that etro jacket is everything.
Yeah, I like
For
the
sure.
fit.
I give him like a
Give me
8.5, 9.
that Western vibe as well too. That you've been
Again,
talking
the Western vibe. Yep,
about.
the workwear of a Western vibe.
He give me more of a biker. I feel Harley.
Yeah, that too. I can see that too.
It's definitely on the edgier side.
8.5, 9.
All right, Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a whole Louis Vuitton number, jacket, pants. I mean, sorry, jacket, shorts. I
More
like
like
it
more
if we
so.
take out the denim suitcase, but the look itself, I think, is fire with the hat. Look, accessories matter. Details are everything. I'm laughing because I think that's a bag of flaming hots in his hand. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking. I'm a hood baby too.
Yeah.
But no, I like it. I like the look. I just think the bag is throwing me off. But everything else, from the gloves to the boots and the hat, I'm loving it. I would give it about an 8 out of 10.
I say I give him a cool 7 out of 10. He looked like he got the winner at the top, summer at the bottom. I ain't feeling the anklet. I mean, I like what he did with the no socks. He should have probably went one glove. He looked like a Mortal Kombat character, but I mean, all in all, no to the suitcase, no to the anklet. Probably take off the one glove, and then I vibe with it like that. But I mean, to each his own. He passed. He get a 7.
He
He get a
normally
6.
hits him as well.
I feel like it was nice. I feel like, it could have been a little better, but I feel like that's him. I feel like, when it comes to dressing, you express yourself, and I feel like that kind of fit him, and only him. I can only see him wearing that. I feel
I can
like
see
the
that.
I feel like the suitcase is a little bit off the wall, but that might
I
be
love
one
this
of his.
as a complete look. No, but I love
Yeah,
the
not
suitcase.
as a complete look. Yeah, I felt like that was more of a attention grabber than anything. So yeah, it was a nice piece.
Who we got next?
Cisco.
Amin Ra, Cisco.
That boy, that boy, like he finna.
Drew
Ooh,
Hill.
Well, he normally doesn't dress for game days, either. But this one was a good win for him. I don't know if you've been noticing everybody's been doing the button up with the tie and a jacket number. I've
that's
been
dope.
seeing it every week. It's a I've been seeing it every week, so to me to see it every week, I don't think people are doing it right because they're all doing the same thing. Button up, tie, black jacket on top. That's a fit. Is that getting a fit off? Absolutely not. You're hiding it. Like, unzip the jacket, leave it open. The glasses are cool. You know what I'm saying? It's it's a little practical to me. I give it a 6.
He
I
looked
give it
like he looked like something out the Matrix.
like
Keanu Reeves.
a sci-fi character or something. Don't
But yeah, but
I
it ain't
mean,
it ain't that bad though. I ain't gonna sit up there and just act like it that bad. It's straight.
It's not
It ain't
what
it
is
ain't it ain't it ain't just horrible.
Earthworm Jim.
What you say,
What
Miss?
kind? Y'all old enough for Earthworm Jim?
Earthward Jim, nah, that's a little bit probably before my time. You know about that, Ray?
no, I don't know Earthworm Jim. He look like a worm though.
Shit, I don't really want to know. Earthworm Jim is all
I
I
Like,
see what
need
he
to
was
know.
doing, color coordinating with his hair with the bag. I get that. I mean,
no, he did it for the playoffs.
he still trying to color coordinate his hair with that bag though. He
Man,
wouldn't have
next,
had to come in.
next,
Next.
next, next that boy.
Oh, Ray does it again. Um, he got a whole. His inspiration was Men in Black. No, but I'm loving the whole vintage look in general. Kind of giving a little bit Iverson, except he switched it up with the Margiela tabby shoes. And
Man,
a vintage
I'm
Dior
finna
frame.
tell y'all who he looked like.
Oh,
Calvin Chambers. He looked just like, you remember when he put that suit
Like
on?
Mike, like Mike,
Like Mike on
like
everything.
Mike,
That's the same. Like, boy, he looked just like him.
just like Mike.
He got the braids and everything.
So if he would have had the hot top ones on, he would have been just
Man,
oh
like
what
my,
you say?
oh my God.
But go ahead,
Hey,
Miss. I'm sorry.
no, you good, you good. I'm feeling it.
Boy, like Mike.
No, I'm feeling it though. Bringing out the vintage, bringing out the throwback swag. I like it. Like we were talking about earlier. Giving a little bit of Iverson back when they would have to wear suits, but he never wore a fitted, tailored suit. He would just wear these baggy suits, right?
Yeah,
For the.
for sure.
No, I mess with it.
cool. I give him a cool. I always keep him between 9 and 10. I give him about a 9.
I
Nine.
give him a
Yeah.
cool nine.
Yeah.
I rock with it. The tabbies did it for me. Make it more modern.
This the one right here though.
Step.
Boy. So OBJ has been working with this designer, Jamie McFarlane. That's who he had worked with for that jacket last week as well. This is fire. I want you to show the detail of the jacket with the buckles. Yeah, this is a fit again. I don't know if you would compare it to the Western wear still, because he's got cargo leather flare pants with the leather jacket. Either way, it's a hit. The
That
details
boy
are
don't
key.
miss.
He don't
He
That
don't
boy
miss.
miss.
don't miss.
He don't
He don't
miss.
miss. I remember they had interviewed like the team, like who would you trade closets with, and everybody said OBJ.
Yeah,
He be having
I
some.
can
He
see
be having.
that. It's either for me. It's either OBJ, Sir, or Ray Ray. If I had to say this whole year, like to
Yeah,
trade
Okay.
Ray Ray been stepping too. I gotta give it to him.
Ray Ray, yeah, Ray Ray hard every time.
every time. But yeah, and I think that's it for the fits.
That's it for our 7 fits. Um, Ray, what we talking about?
To that,
What
let's
they
get
talking about? What they
let's
talking about? Who's
yeah.
going on?
All right, we're gonna talk a little bit of business and culture. The culture part of this week, it just dropped today. Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, man. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you hit on this first because you a woman. We're gonna let you talk. You ain't just a woman. You're a boss woman. So what did Megan? I feel like she went wrong. Where did she go wrong? Because she just
Because you attacked the queen, right? Without Nikki, you would have never rapped in the first place. Um, that's basically it. Yeah, because we know Nikki got the bars. That's not a question. So I don't know why you would even try her. I just think like as a woman in the industry in general, I think we should continue uplifting each other and not to talking about people. Because when you do stuff like that, look, how you get shot with no scar, you just got shot again. This time the wound will be open for a while, right? And so with that, it's like it's hard to attack other women, and then Nikki basically spilled the tea. Well, you can explain more about the situation, how this came about, but Party spilled the tea, and Nikki kind of just reiterated it, like and
spill some more tea.
spilled some more tea, which unfortunately, it is what it is, and you kind of got to take it as a chin, and either you can come back and make a parody out of it, or you can thrive from it. Because you can look at this as like this is bullying. It is. It
No,
is
it can't be bullying because she poked at the bell first.
absolutely you poked at the bear first.
Yeah,
But I just I don't think it had to go there, but you did poke at the bear first, so you kind of had it coming, and she
Man,
kind of. This is like a throwback to like Ether
oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
not, what I'm
I feel
saying?
where you're
Like,
going. Yeah.
yeah, with Nas and
I
Jay
feel
Z
like
beat.
And guess what Nas did? Poked at the wrong goddamn bell.
what I was just
And
about to say, bro. I
Jay-Z
feel like
went in.
this can either make or break you. I feel like when it come down to the music industry and when you got your rap beef, I feel like beef can either make or break you. Like beef could be a bad thing or it could be a good thing. Just like when Drake and Push they was doing their thing back and forth. Like it was some stuff that Push came out with that made Drake go under a rock. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I mean, it's just one of them things. But I also feel like it's been a lot that been going on with Megan. Like I
Yeah.
mean, it's stuff left and right over and over again. Her with her relationships, with Party, Tory, the whole uh him shooting her situation or whatever that they got going on with that. I mean, I feel like it's a lot going on with her, and I feel like this just finna add more fuel to the fire. But
Hmm.
what if
I,
this what she want?
I
What
think
if
she
she
just
want this
spoken.
attention? You know what I'm
I
saying?
think she's spoken too much because I feel like from another perspective, looking at it a different perspective, right? She poking at the bell, and the bell poked back, went crazy on her. But then again, it's just kind of like you already put somebody in prison for Lord, I don't what 10 plus years. Like, come on now, like let it be. And then she
No,
still continuously bring that up in her raps, like it's cool. Like a man, you take it up somebody from your race that's trying to feed his son away. So I just feel like she deserves everything she getting at this
If
point.
y'all can't tell, he a Tory fan. He a Tory fan. He a Tory Lane
I'm
fan. If
high
y'all
with Tory Lanez, bro. Everybody a Tory Lane. He talented as hell.
hey,
if
slow
y'all
down,
can't
Ty.
tell,
Slow down, Ty. So I'm a Tory fan too, but
Tory
I'm
is
saying
hard, man. Come on, man.
Tory
Pause.
is hard. Because Ty,
he hard.
I'm
He
gonna
hard.
assignment.
Pause.
You about to his whole catalog and talk, and then come back and talk to us. All right. But what I was trying to say is like you got to look at two of these two artists. Bruh, Nicki could sell out her own concert. Do you think Megan Thee Stallion can sell out a whole show? A whole, like, stadium? Come on, be for
Man,
real.
we
You
can't
think
even. First of all, I ain't even first finna compare her to Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't even no
point.
comparison.
That's my point. Don't compete where you can't compare.
Right.
I agree.
You got a point.
Don't compete where you can't compare.
I
Well,
agree.
I mean, Nicki Minaj did moving forward. Nicki Minaj did say something about Rock Nation giving her a day and making sure she won a Grammy. So moving forward, we got Jay-Z teasing us with an album. Hey, Jay-Z is my number one. I had to put this on there because he's my
That's
favorite
my
rapper.
favorite artist of all time, for
He,
Yeah.
he ain't
sure.
gonna be he ain't gonna be top favorite rapper, but I know I had to put him on there because I'm ready for a music change and all this mumbling and depression music. I'm ready for some
You
educational
really think he got an
wealth.
album coming out? 'Cause, I mean,
I think
the record label,
it's about time for him to drop
but the
some.
record label came out saying this is something new to us. Like, we don't know about this. So do you really think he got an album coming out, or do you think that was playing on to something else to come out? Maybe it's teasing something that he's in, and you know what I'm saying?
And I think it's only right because one, I ain't never disclosed it in the earlier episodes, but he has been working on a company, or he has a company. It's like a lease to own, so how people can lease to own their home. So instead of us
Mhm.
renting it forever, we're renting and we can buy homes. He's also in talks with Caesar Palace of taking over that and buying that.
I did hear about that too.
So it's kind of adding up, and I feel like he teased us last year what God did with an 8 minute segment on at the show,
He built
killed it.
that. That
But I think it's kind of like a build up. I honestly think it's a build up for him, and it's only right for him. He ain't do
you
nothing
think
all
that
last
Jay
year.
Z, you think Hove is coming out of retirement?
His last interview, he did say, "I don't have to make music, but if it makes sense, I'm gonna do it." But I feel like everything that he's going through and what he's trying to do, and then him going on tour with his wife and doing all that stuff, playing the back row because normally they do something together, or he doing his own thing and he's just
Oh,
played the back
I
row.
went to on the runs too. When I tell you, oh my God, like I'm not a Beyonce fan.
I missed that. They was in Phoenix, but I missed it. So hopefully
Yeah,
he
I'm not a Beyonce fan, but I give her, like, Beyonce is the greatest performer alive. I will give her that for sure, for sure. Um, but like when I went on the run too, yeah, I knew every Jay Z song. I barely knew. I didn't know maybe 4 or 5 Beyonce songs. But no, the man knows what he's doing. Obviously, he's been in business longer than some of these older rappers that came out when he came out back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So there's a reason why he's still doing it. And I respect the fact that as music progresses, he's progressed with the times, and he's still him. He's still got the same flow. He's still a killer with the bars, right? But he's adapting with the times of what music is still being produced. I mean, look at the album he did with Ye, right?
right,
Old School New School still was an album.
right,
Still it was, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like
Like
Jay. I feel like he influenced the game a lot. I mean, like he a
J.
legend.
Cole.
I mean, what you say?
You,
Like, I mean, I feel like a lot of the music that people are gravitating to today, I feel like it's a lot of it come from him. Like that hype music. Like I go back to like Big Pimpin'. You know what I'm saying? Like on the yacht,
classic.
girls dancing. You know what I'm saying? That's
Give
Jay.
it to me.
Give it to me.
Uh
All that.
yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's the classic for sure. Like, yeah, you can't I mean, look, you can't play with him.
Yeah, for sure.
for sure. Moving forward. So I want to throw like a little game at the end since I'm gonna be doing business and culture at the end. It's gonna be like a little trivia question. So the trivia question for the day will be: you only can pick one, an 850 credit score, $2 million, or $4,000 a week for life. Which one would you go with?
I'm gonna go with the credit.
850.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the credit.
You'll choose an 850 credit score over 2 mil.
Bro, I can get more than 2 mil with an 850 credit score.
But you
Are
but
you
with a
sure?
You sure? I got mine. I got my answer. I think we probably got all three different answers, and it's good though. What you choosing, Missy?
I'm gonna do the 2 million because I could take that and flip that.
I wouldn't do the 2 million or I wouldn't do the 850. I would do $4 grand a week. If you do $4 grand a week, that's 12 grand. Well, 16 grand a month. 16 grand a month times 12. I'm a math person, so I can take that 4 grand and do a lot with that 4 grand a week because I know it's coming in for the rest of my life. And that 4 grand can get me an 850 credit score. And over time, I could take that 4 grand and I gradually get over time.
But you can do 2 million as
Yeah, yeah.
True.
But what if you
I
mess
mean,
up?
neither one of them is a wrong answer.
But what if you mess up that 2 million? I'm getting 4 grand for life a week. I ain't gonna never stop getting
See,
it.
I really ain't even listen to you for
your
real.
money.
I ain't
If you
even
make
hear what you
money, but you
said.
can't mess it up. So I would take that. Obviously, pay my way to get myself
For the
to
rest of
850.
my life, duh.
And
Why would you not?
and then once I get there, obviously I'm gonna take that to get my business credit, and then from my business credit, we go and buy properties or invest in other businesses
And it
and
gonna
flip.
flip.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't do no 850 credit score because you could buy your way to get that, right? And once I
Right.
buy my way to get that, that score could get me into more credit, which is business credit.
Okay.
But
Okay.
listen, this the thing right here.
1,000 a week for life. That sounds good, but then what if you don't live long?
But I still got the 4 grand coming in. It's gonna go somewhere. It'll go. They gonna keep on. Hey, it's gonna keep
Oh,
going.
It
that's
said
when you
for a life, Bray. For a life
and
means your
so
life, Bray.
say you
I'm
something
gonna
happened.
take my 4 grand a week for
All
life.
right, well, go 4 grand for
Hey,
a week for life because
hey.
I'm gonna
Your
stick to my
4 grand a
2 million.
week for
But
life.
I'm gonna
that's not
I'm
necessarily gonna be the only thing that I'm doing.
gonna
That's extra. That 4 grand is extra. That little 170, I think it is a year. That's extra. 172 a year. That's extra for me. So guess what? I'm gonna keep on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on keeping
I
on.
don't feel like neither one of them is a wrong answer to me. Cause
look. Everybody got their own reason,
Each is on.
their own.
Yeah, everybody invests different. I just
yeah.
want to
Cool.
do a little
Maybe
tribute.
all in different times in our life to think about that. Maybe if you ask me 10 years later, that's a different answer.
I'm saying though, Ray, 4 grand for the rest of your life a week. I'm saying like she made a great point. Then you tomorrow ain't promised.
What you gonna do with
And that's
2 million?
your life.
I'm just being like, look, we're young and things happen, and like you
Right.
said, like tomorrow, promise. So I'm gonna look at it as, look, I could take that 2 mil, I could turn that 2 mil to get my 850, take that 850 credit score to get my business credit, take that business credit, invest in some properties and business in other businesses, and have it work itself. Where now that has turned into stuff that I can hand out. I don't have children yet, but stuff I can hand out to family or build my own empire to lead to something else.
Man, I said I'd take the 850 because look, I could take out loans. If I got 850, that means I could get some money. That means I can go buy some stuff now. To be for real, 850.
Yeah, 850, but it depends on your debt to the income ratio too. So you
Okay?
gotta have 850
You gotta
in the
start
money
somewhere.
coming in.
Gotta
Hey,
start
you
somewhere.
remember, what we black. You ain't going into J.P. Morgan and hey, put it down. They're gonna be like, show me. It ain't that easy. I see where you're going with it though,
Bruh,
but
listen.
But
hey,
not to bounce off. I mean, at the same time, I'm not foreign either. You know what I'm saying? So walking in, they see my last name, they gonna think I'm foreign, but I'm not that foreign. So
now I
you know what
might
I'm
take
saying?
Missy
They
with me.
gon' fuck. Hey, Miss, I'm gonna be real too. They gonna let you slide. They gonna let you get what you want.
850.
Miss, you
I ain't
gonna
gonna
get what you want.
I have
Hey,
credit. What-
I'm not gonna laugh smooth at the mouth. I do what I want.
Exactly.
man,
Hey, I'm taking her with me with my 850. And we gonna make it. Hey, we gonna make it work that day. They gonna give. Hey, we gonna do it.
hey, they gonna look at you and they gonna look at her and they gonna be like, all right, yeah,
I see what you doing. Hey,
I see what you doing.
Realize,
hey,
like, you know what?
Jesus,
Okay,
Jesus
let me
did
tell
right.
y'all, let me tell y'all something. You ever heard of putting lipstick on a pig?
Nah, I ain't heard of that one.
Nah, but I heard her put icing on shit.
What?
I
You said
heard
what?
of that.
You said what?
He said
I
putting
heard.
ice on shit.
I did.
Yeah, he put
You
some
got
icing on the turd.
you gotta explain that.
Never.
A polished turd.
Lipstick on a pig?
I ain't heard
I
that one.
heard. I bet
Yeah,
Ray
lipstick
heard of
on a
that
pig.
polished
Even if you
turd
dress
before.
us up, right? So even if you dress us up, walk into a business, we're still gonna be what we are at the end
Well,
of the
we
day,
are.
right?
Yeah, I get what
Lipstick,
you're saying.
you know what I'm saying? Putting lipstick on a pig is still gonna be a pig. Putting a
Yeah,
suit on us, putting suits on us, me as well. Putting suits on us, we're still gonna be who we are.
right,
Yeah.
That's not gonna change that, right?
right.
Mm-hmm. You could put some
So
icing on a pile of shit and make it look good. It's still gonna be a pile of shit. That's what I was saying.
We gonna hey, it still gonna smell.
It's still gonna smell.
it's still gonna smell,
Ah!
but it look a little sweet.
What you say, boy?
We got the Taylor Swift. She generated equivalent brand value of $331.5 million for the Chiefs, and that's marketing, that's printing, that's digital, that's radio, that's highlights, that's social dating, all of the above. Now the discussion was earlier what I was looking at. I was looking at Nightcap with I think it's Shannon Sharp
Oh,
and Ocho
yeah.
Cinco, and they were saying Shannon asked Ocho, "Do you think she can do better than Beyonce?" So that's why I wanted to bring that. $331.5 million
You're
is
saying
crazy.
so you're saying if Beyonce were to date
What to
somebody
do it?
or if Beyonce could bring more business
Well,
to the
let's,
NFL.
let's speak it to existence. Let's speak it to existence. Let's say Jay Z buy a team next year and Beyonce at every game, and Jay Z is too, because the owners do have to come to those games. How much more money would that team make? Let's just speak it to existence for the coach.
Now, when you bring up that point, right? So we'll kind of break it down. The reason being Taylor Swift fans are women, young, white, right?
Right,
So now, because Taylor Swift is this, we're going to talk about the impact, influence, and the impact. The influence is Taylor Swift influencing these younger white women and girls, young girls, because now these girls who knew nothing about football now are watching the Chiefs because her man is on the Chiefs. And her
right,
man is a very attractive white man from coming from a minority standpoint. Her man is a very attractive white man. So now that you got Taylor Swift doing that, dating Travis Kelsey, you bring a different audience to this industry, right?
right,
Now, if you're saying one, let me say this: their relationship kind of looks forged. It doesn't. It looks
I
more
think
like
that's a
publicity.
business.
I think it's a business transaction today because it doesn't look genuine the way that Kelsey used to be all over his previous partners.
Right,
I'm just saying that from obviously their media, their relation, his relationships have been in limelight before. Now, looking at this point, Taylor Swift is known for never having a man or crying about men.
right,
So that's something to think about. Now we put Beyonce in the picture with Jay-Z, um, and let's just think about it that way. As a woman, I'm not a big Beyonce fan, but I am a Jay-Z fan. As a woman, if I was a Beyonce fan, would I buy tickets to whatever team? Yes, because then if I'm thinking like I might spot Beyonce or I might
right,
have the opportunity to be where Beyonce is, um, that's a possibility. But let me get back to you about there's a law um that was passed about celebrities basically causing a riot because of going to like normal places
right.
without security going out. So I'm gonna look into it. Hold on.
I I
You
feel like this my take on it. I feel like I'm not gonna make it a Beyonce and Taylor Swift thing. I'm gonna make it a woman thing. I'm gonna make it a women empowerment thing because this is a sport. The NFL we're talking about where women are not included or appreciated in this sport or respected. So
I'm gonna agree with you
for
because
a
there's so
woman
much
to
respect on
come and bring this much volume to this sport, it was uncomfortable for men. Men became uncomfortable and they were looking at stuff like, oh, they need to stop showing her. They need to stop putting her face on. Now they showing her too much. It's not about her. Because men, the truth is, men become
Yeah,
uncomfortable when there's
yeah,
a woman around that they think can take the shine or is higher value or, can outshine a man. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So me, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by women. I was raised by my mother, my grandmother. I was raised in a house full of women. So one thing about it, like, I respect it and I'm gonna embrace it. I ain't gonna make it a Beyonce versus Taylor Swift thing.
I feel like I
I
don't know.
agree with you on that. Like, you shouldn't be putting women against each other at all because they're both very successful entertainers in the industry. Absolutely.
Right.
So circling back to what I was talking about.
Well, can I just say one thing? I'm gonna
Mhm.
say, and this is just for show purposes. The question was, could Beyonce do it better? I would say yes. Beyonce could do it better because her Renaissance tour sold $579 million, and that is a tour where she got to pick up and go, pick up and go. All she got to do is come to a game
That
and
was,
sit down.
mind you, that
Come
tour
on,
was
man.
worldwide.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yep.
picking
That
up and going, picking up
that
and
was
going.
a global.
If Beyonce could just come sit down and Jay-Z own the team. One, Jay-Z owning the team, and I flipped it like that just because she'll never date nobody outside of her husband, and I'll never disrespect a relationship that they have. But he would eventually own a team, right? And then she will come to the games. I'm pretty sure if she can do 579 off a tour, I'm pretty sure Blue, Sir, I don't know the other child will be there. They gonna that 331 gonna turn into 662 in
Right.
a span of 3, 4, 5, 6 games. In my point
I
of view,
mean, I mean,
I'm
I,
not
I don't
saying the
doubt
business
that, Beyonce will come out on top in
business,
that. I
but
don't doubt that. Yeah,
yeah,
I
just
don't doubt that Beyonce will come out on top, but I really was just saying, let's take the time to celebrate that she actually is being, included in
giving
bringing a force to the
yeah,
game. It's bringing a whole, like Missy said, like, it's little girls watching just to see her now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. And I'm pretty sure my daughter or your daughter, knows Taylor Swift. I don't know a Taylor Swift song, but
I can't tell you one either.
I
I'm not
could
gonna lie.
yeah,
But saying this to say no, absolutely, because if Taylor could get that younger audience to feed into it, I think Beyonce can too. Because
right,
mind you, like, and this is for both of the artists, like, because they literally were back. I want to say they were back to back months. Their tours were back to
Mm-hmm.
back to each other. Every
right,
city they went to was like after another. I live by Soldier Field, and Taylor Swift sold out 3 shows. Beyonce sold out 3 shows as well. Um, People were getting, like, from the women's perspective, the Western wear. I went to Greece in August, and I'm wondering why the fuck is everybody wearing cowboy boots? Because of Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
right,
If you guys notice, women were bringing the cowboy boots to razzle dazzle, bedazzled everything for
right.
these damn concerts. Like, it was a whole, like, thing to dress for these concerts. And so, yes, I think they would both Beyonce would make an impact as well.
Right.
Circling
True.
back, so what happened was, this is back in 2023. This law doesn't exist. It's not a real law. Charlemagne was making fun of a situation. Basically, it was called the Michael Jackson law. It's not true. It's not a real thing. This is made up. But the whole point was because um Beyonce caused a riot at a restaurant, which caused um they basically were saying, like, she created a riot because she can't just go into a regular restaurant. It's Beyonce. Because what's gonna
Right.
happen is it's gonna cause and stuff happens. So that's what it was. They were making it up there that she's not allowed to eat public restaurants. That was false. But that's it had led to Bun B inviting Beyonce to try his Trill Burgers in Houston. Obviously
Oh
that's where
yeah.
she's from.
Right.
Um, because she can't be eating at regular restaurants. Uh Tying into that, two things. Jay-Z went to a hole in the wall spot in Chicago out south. And that restaurant blew up after he ate there. I think that was pretty dope. This is when she was on tour here. He went to, like, a mom and pop in the South Side, and everybody started trying it after that. And then two, what I was gonna say is Beyonce, this was years ago. We used to have a store called Top Shop. Um, when Beyonce came to shop, they closed the whole store down for her just to shop with nobody in there. I believe she also had a collab with them at the time, so that, or she carried prop merchandise. She carried Ivy Park in Topshop. That's why they did that. So they did do that, and they closed the whole store down for her for the day, just for her to be there and do press media or shop.
Right.
So that's what happens when you're Jay-Z, Beyonce. You can shut down the whole situation. So Jay-Z went and visited this restaurant called Bronzeville Soul while during the time Beyonce was here, and it basically helped their business boom after that happened. So I thought that was pretty dope that he came here like a regular person and just went to a hole in the wall out south to eat and enjoy the meal.
Yeah,
So,
that was dope.
well, that was the end of business and culture for the day, for all of last week. That's pretty much it. That's all we have for the day. We can wrap everything up. Pause.
So,
But
huh?
Man, like always, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share,
Share,
and we
comment, and
appreciate
post.
y'all.
follow us as well too on our individual social medias. We got some more things coming. We did tell you guys last week that we are working on a new show that is coming and gonna be rolling out in a few. And
Hot
I will.
takes, perspectives.
So
So make sure
stay
you
tuned
follow
with
us.
that.
Yeah, man. Y'all stay tuned for that. It's gonna get real spicy, man.
And then since we closing up,
Cool.
Super Bowl is closing up, and we're gonna be focusing more on the NBA games and more of the March Madness college games as well. Uh, like we said before, like Ty told you before, stay tuned. He's gonna be dropping a few videos on his profile, so please follow him as well. Giving you guys bets. Missy's also working on a few things on the fashion side, so you guys stay tuned with that. She has a big announcement coming in a few weeks, so this is a huge announcement. So
Y'all stay tuned. Y'all trust me. Y'all want to know. Y'all want to know what she gonna
what's going
say.
on with that.
Look, let's get into hot takes this week though. Check us out. The episode will air this week.
Yeah,
All right,
and
man.
that's
Y'all
it,
have a
man.
good
We're
one,
looking out for Friday, and we thank you guys for tuning in. You guys be
man.
safe.
Appreciate y'all.
We love you guys, and we out.
We got.
Doses.